If you are a racing driver in real life or in the simulator, I have the biggest announcement to make right now. Finally, we've been working for years and now it's time to launch the Almeida Racing Academy 3.0. I went from driving in the simulator to becoming a radical North America champion and an IMSA driver. In all these years, I taught over 12,000 students, and now we have 3 coaches with combined 5,000 hours of one-to-one coaching and 30,000 hours of combined driving. I'm talking about 3 top 0.1% coaches teaching you all the techniques and secrets to make you a competitive driver. Now let me tell you what's new about the new academy. Instead of paying $200 for each course and the membership, now we're including everything in one single membership. I decided to cut prices drastically because I want you, young sim racer who are just starting your career, to have a better access to this content. So now with just one single membership, you will have access to the car handling course, the racecraft course, and everything in the membership, the workshops, the live broadcasted championship with and against the coaches, all the weekly practice sessions where you can practice battling for position with other students and coaches, workshops, and an exclusive Discord community with thousands of members discussing every racing technique you can imagine. You can actually access the level 1 courses for free. All you need to do is create a free account, and if you want to use the 50% Black Friday discount, it's going to count for the next months as well, so you keep the 50% forever. Listen, we have a team with over 10 people, and all of us practically stopped our lives to build this academy in the last few months. We already have so much data that proves that our students improve way more quickly than the average driver, and we have students who started in sim racing going to real life and winning races. This is the time for you to join us. If you have any questions, send me a message. We even have a new slogan. We are the Almeida Racing Academy 3.0, and we are creating champions.
Hello there everybody, welcome to the stream. So today's stream is, as title suggests, we are doing the pit party with the Almeida Racing Academy. This is just an example of, kind of the stuff we do at the pit party. And as I slide the car. I have not opened up the Discord volume yet. We will do that after we get ready and everybody's in. We usually give about 10 minutes for everybody to get in. Our coach today, Connor, who is usually our primary coach in just about every session. Great guy. He's really good at picking apart, where you're going wrong and maybe how you can fix it. And we will be racing this track tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning for me anyways. This is going to be the last race in season 6. So yeah, we're going to have about a week off for week 13 in iRacing, and then we will be looking at there's Connor saying looks like he's about ready to go. So we are resetting to the pits here. So let me open up the Discord here.
And we will.
There we go. Now you've got Discord.
I'll share my screen and we'll go over some of the incidents. Coach. And we'll hopefully repeat that process a couple times. So let's do it.
Let's get out there. Let's get her out there. So yeah, as the pit party it's basically a practice session.
This is one of the more spin-out friendly tracks, or not
it's
friendly,
a practice session where the coach can go through with us. Maybe you shouldn't have made that move, and it's good knowledge for the upcoming race.
Clear black flags.
Because again, these are usually held the day before a league event. And if you're in league, then obviously, like I said, I will be running this track and race tomorrow in my split. So a lot of these guys I see regularly, some of them I don't see very much. But it is good practice. Please let me know if there's any issue with the stream, volumes, anything like that. I will try and repair it when the opportunity comes. So what we're going to do now is we go out, everybody kind of stacks up, we do a mock start, and then everybody races and just, you know, battle hard, try and make moves. And, you know, it's not about lap times or position, it's more about racecraft and making sure that, you know, you can get through the entire 15-minute heat races on race day. Usually it's a heat race. There are 2 endurances in the league. That we run as well. So we're just going to stack up here. Chat is open, so feel free to type into chat. I will say hi when I get the opportunity to look at the screen.
All right, get nice and close to the cars in front. And we will get started in 3, 2, 1, green, green, green.
I forgot to turn on my spotter. I'll have to fire that up next straightaway. This is going to be a fast section. It's a blind corner. I gotta get my spotter turned on. I'm gonna go blind here for a minute. Yeah.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check. Left side. Clear left, car right. Clear right.
Can't believe I avoided that.
Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Right side. Clear right.
What is that, lap 5? Gonna want to look at that.
Still there.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Clear
Yeah.
left. On your left.
Keep ball flag.
Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
We have damage. We've been called into the pits for repairs.
I know.
Next year, I think your mic is open.
Yeah, I was just gonna say somebody's mic's on auto. Practice. And this is basically what we do. We go out, you get a wreck, and we'll go probably for about 5-10 minutes, 15,
Lane speed
you know,
limit
equivalent
is
of a lap
60 kilometers per hour.
of what we do. And yeah, we will then go
I still don't
through,
know
and
how you guys can have
so
that
that was
guy
lap
chirping
5.
in your ear all raced.
Which guy, the spotter or the person that has their mic open?
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
The spotter.
You just learned.
Oh, I like it.
Now.
I like it when my
Tires
spotter doesn't
cold.
shut up. Makes me concentrate. Let's see if I can catch anybody here. I was late. I was late on throttle there. That's going to screw up this entry.
Red yellow flag. Watch for debris on the track.
Let's see if I can catch Pierre here. Catch him on the straight.
And this track doubles across itself so much I forget
flag.
what corner I'm on.
P20.
It's an off track.
Okay, Robert. We need to watch these track limits.
Car right. Clear right.
Nice catch, Pierre. Sorry about that.
P17.
Probably could have held throttle through there a little bit more. All right.
B13.
Ah.
All right, Robert. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. B9.
Okay, we'll probably do 2 more laps.
You're outside of track limits there.
On your right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Left side. Clear left.
Sorry about that, folks.
P10.
Turned in too late.
Mind these track limits, please, Robert. Yellow flag.
On your right. Clear right.
I'm just waiting on Connor now to let us know when we can go back to the pits, and we'll go through the racing.
How did that one go? Good, bad.
The glare from the sun in some of those corners keeps catching me out quite a bit.
We've got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag.
So
Are you running HDR?
looks like now we will be
Let me check my settings.
going and that's it. Let's just see a problem here. That's it. There we go.
I would definitely turn it off if it is on. It'll help you out a little bit.
Let's turn on the
Yeah,
stream.
it was on, so
I'm gonna
we'll see on
pause
this next run if that's an improvement.
It might.
Connor's stream.
It says it will need a restart to take effect.
So give me a second here.
Just your
I'm gonna go
iRacing
full screen.
Oh, okay. I'll drop out and jump back in.
Actually, I wanted
Yeah,
to
some
do
of those
one other
settings
thing here.
require a restart.
We're gonna go. Give me one more.
Okay.
3 more seconds here,
Oh, that's a little loud.
and we're gonna go to.
I didn't see any incidents personally. Did we have any?
Oh, there was one at the beginning.
Yeah, lap 2. We had a little 3 wide.
I spun out last corner.
So again, welcome to the pit party. This is, like I said, we go out, we run some laps, we look at incidents and maybe how they could have been avoided. Ooh,
Whoops. Sorry.
Not really on you there, Tyler. I mean, let me take another look here from a different angle.
I came in pretty
Yeah,
hard
I just wasn't sure how far or how much of the corner Jeffrey was going to take. So I kind of went straighter. I delayed.
Yeah, you're good. I think the biggest challenge here is like seeing where the apex is, especially when we're side by side or when we have a car right in front of us. So if you don't already have a reference for this corner, I would look into setting one. Personally, I use this tower here when it hits the right side of my middle monitor, the bezel. But in terms of the incident here, I would say technically at this point we are only too wide. That being said, Tyler, I think you might be turning in a little aggressively, but Skylar is definitely pointed a little too far to the outside, and so I'd say would be more on Skylar here. But there's so much going on. I get it's hard to judge.
yeah, it's such a blind corner, right?
Yeah, with this many cars ahead, and when we are starting to, or when Jeff is starting to reduce his overlap, and then it does only become too wide. What you can do, Skylar, is kind of judge or build an estimation of where the apex might be based on the other cars. I know that's not perfect, and we shouldn't be following other cars, but it'll at least give you a good idea of roughly where the apex is. Because I know it's difficult when there's several cars in a line up there, and Jeff is to your left, and we got to pay attention to Tyler on the right. So.
Can you look at my end of the end of my lap 5 going into lap 6? So I think it's the final corner.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. I thought it was one of the first laps, but I guess it wasn't. I guess it could. You practiced and I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say this one is probably on Jeff. Of course, we we have to come back on track at some point. Oh, it looks like you lost control there a bit. Which could
Yeah,
cause that.
I was planning on going straight up on the side of the white line that I'm on now, like up the pit lane, and it spun in the gravel and shot me right out into the track.
For sure. So anytime we get on the gravel or the grass, my biggest suggestion is to not force the car to turn or force the car to brake or force the car with a lot of throttle. We want to try and relax our hands as much as possible, and be very gentle with how we're manipulating the state of the car, whether that's turning or brake or gas. Just because here, Jeff, you've got quite a bit of steering angle in, and I think you're jumping on the throttle, and then that's what's causing that little bit of oversteer there. So you had the right idea by wanting to go pretty much straight on from here and try and rejoin the track as
Yeah, that was the plan, and then it was an oh shit moment.
Yeah, he was far out when I come through the corner, and I figured, okay, I can run my normal line, but he came back across.
Yeah, the next thing I seen is Robert going clear up over top of me with his whole car in the air.
Yeah, so I'd say next time just try and be a little more gentle and maybe 50% throttle instead of 100, and 10 degrees of steering rather than 80 or so.
Lesson learned. Copy that.
So yeah, this is what the pit parties are all about. Is it,
Okay.
you know, it's something simple. I knew he
Anything
just made a
else?
mistake. So we're gonna go back in the car. We're gonna go out and do a regular run.
Get a tire check on the top four.
A tire check.
Hooters.
Yeah, they got some kind of compound on there.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna do,
that
while we're getting
stuff
ready, I'm
they
just
throw on
gonna
the drag strip.
exit the full screen here.
Yeah, I saw them soaking them before they mounted them. Yeah, they were soaking them.
Just don't look under the seat too. There's a blue bottle under the seat.
And we'll stop watching this.
All right,
we'll go back to our in car.
That's why the car's blue, so it blends in.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
okay,
a quick switch here for me.
We'll go back out there, do an outlap.
Okay. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Sorry.
I want to go last. Kind of. I'm learning the truck low.
I apologize.
Sorry.
I apologize. I'll get it fixed. I'll get it fixed.
It's definitely a difficult track to.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's just gone completely blank
in a short period of time. But if you can do it here, you can pretty much do it anywhere.
Yeah,
okay.
I did one race in MX5, so that's why it's kind of
that still brought that up.
Familiar, but
it's not supposed to do that. Okay, so this is definitely a Discord issue. Let me see if I can sort this out. I apologize.
Yeah, this track is
really
there
we go. We got it cleaned. There we go. All right, we're ready to go.
First time I drove it, like all
Something
the corners
changed
looked
on
the same. It was hard to know where I was.
Okay,
I haven't been on this track since we were here
having
in the
some
M2.
serious issues here.
That's when I was first learning it, I think.
Oh, it's been a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the apexes are blind around the crests.
Yeah.
It's just a shame. Like iRacing doesn't use tracks like this, like ever.
Pit party.
It was worse in the M2 though.
No, this is something to do with the overlay.
Yeah, it was probably the best car to learn it in, honestly.
So I have
I think it's a fun little challenging track, though.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah, I like it. It's but it's tough. Like I haven't driven this in a year plus or something, and then
fix this?
just to jump in and try and be quick when it's never on the schedule,
I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see here. Apologies. This is the first one I've done with the new programming to have this. So please bear with me while I try and get this fixed, and I can get in the car and get on track. May have to shut off that overlay.
Okay.
Let's
we will get
let's
going.
just shut off the
in
overlay
3,
for now.
2, 1, green, green, green.
Skip. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I just shut off the overlay for a bit. I'll wait for these guys to go around the track, and then I will join in the pack. when they're coming back around. So as soon as I can see them in my relative, I can join them back up. Let's see here. Again, still a work in progress. I want to get this so that I can basically just hit a couple buttons and know exactly what's going on. And I don't have to be going back and forth on stream. I don't know where a clip just came from, apparently. Hey, and there was a clip. All right. So let's just see. I don't know what's going on with my stream deck, but it's giving me issues today. And we'll wait for the majority of these guys to get down to about 10 seconds away. And we will go from there. All right, 15. Yeah, I got some time to go up to the pit. Don't want to speed in the pit. I mean, he can clear black flags, but it's just, you know, I'd rather know how to go through the
Too wide in
pits.
the last corner might not be the best idea.
No, probably not. Worth a shot, though.
There's traffic behind. Keep your wits
If you
about
say
you.
so, we'll try it.
Well, I just mean in here. Give it a shot,
Yeah.
maybe.
You almost got me there, Kevin. You got scared for a second.
I was thinking about it.
Let's try it. Not bad, not bad.
See, it can be done.
We can. We didn't lose that much time either.
Got you again, Connor.
Right side.
Sorry.
Clear right.
Sorry if that was unpredictable. My line is kind of diagonal there under braking.
3-point penalty.
On your left. Clear left.
I'm not sure if that
What kind of line was that, Connor?
There you are.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Let's see if I can get up Tyler and Adrian here.
We've got damage. Track limits. This lap will be deleted. You've cleared your slowdown penalty.
I've got Dean. Hey, Nummuck. Not too bad. Been doing pretty good. Just working on my racecraft. Working in this pit party for our league that I run every Saturday morning now. So all in all, doing pretty good. How about yourself? Haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't. Well, I've not been streaming regularly, but I'm sure you've been busy. So let's get back out here. And I mean, even just running laps here, I mean, even if I don't have an incident that needs to be looked at, it's more of, this is a really good prep for tomorrow morning.
Sorry,
Some of these guys I will be racing tomorrow, some of these guys I will not.
There's a car behind. Stay inside the line. You've had a black flag. We'll need to come into the pits.
Clear my black flag, Connor, please.
Tire temps are good.
It's in the Challenges League.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Red yellow flag. Debris on the track. Position.
And that's gonna be the fun tomorrow, is trying to not get involved when somebody makes a mistake.
Sorry, Matt. I was not trying to dive bomb you there. I was trying to miss you.
See if we can catch some other drivers here.
Yeah, I was. Oh, sorry, wrong button. I was looking for my reference and trying to watch for his brake light at the same time.
Yeah, gotcha.
Get a photo? I'm still looking for my reference, by the way. I have no idea where it is for that corner.
It's pretty much just a suggestion.
Yeah, the only thing I have is way off to the right now, and then your brake light was like left, and so my eyes were all over the place. It's not great.
When I hit that apex right, goes green. early apex there. Okay. We'll probably give us another couple laps.
P11.
Not near any other cars, so. We'll do a drive through the pits. Why not?
Activate limiter, please, Robert. 2.
Get that cone off my car.
1. Box now.
You should get me out with some other drivers.
There's traffic behind.
Too early. Black flag clear, please. All right, let's go here. Ooh, that was a slowdown?
You'll need to give back the time gained.
Okay, we'll do one more lap. And
Car
then we'll
right.
review.
Clear right.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
So we're gonna do one more lap and then go on a review. So let's see if this works this time. It should work. Just want to do one thing here. So let's see if this is working now. So if I do this and then I go this way, Okay, yeah, I did that. Don't leave that up. Go back to pit party, and yeah, now we'll just wait for Connor to finish the laps and full screen. And then he will share his screen and we get to walk through any of the incidents that were done during that session. I'm actually surprisingly a lot quicker here than I thought I was going to be. I mean, 10th fastest with all these guys on track. And I mean, some of these guys are pretty quick. So, actually, so I'm going to do this. Again, chat is open, so if you have any questions or you want to talk about what you're seeing and what you're viewing, feel free to post in. I will do my very best to
I'm just gonna
Guess I
let you
wasn't
know what's
supposed
going
to
on.
follow you.
So again,
Let
I am
Luciano
still
leaves
working
the
on
whole
this.
track.
There it is. All right. I'm just going to mute the screen here for a minute. I will be right back.
All right, let's reset to the pits. We've
Guess
got
I
a
wasn't
couple.
supposed to. Go ahead.
We've got a couple things to go over. We spoke a little bit about what a good corner to pass on is, what defines a good corner. Go for a move. And we specifically highlighted turn 1 as a corner that is probably not a good one to send an overtake on. It can work, but it works best when you already have an overlap, going down the straight, halfway down the straight, let's say. So if we remember back to the rule book for the league and the way we go about stewarding is that we're expecting the passing car to have an overlap by the reasonably expected turn in phase. So, if the car ahead turns in a foot or two after the optimal turn in, no big deal, just the reasonably expected turn in phase. Now, when we look at a corner like turn 1, we're pretty much turning in like before we do any lifting or braking, right? The turn in point is here. So if we don't have an overlap by this point, I wouldn't be trying to go for a move until much further into this sector. So I'd kind of categorize this really long left-hander here. I'm not sure if it's just considered one corner or 2 or 3, depending on the apexes, but I'd consider this a turn in phase here. And then I'd say the next turn in phase is not until right here, because there's almost like a secondary commitment to turning into that last apex. So this would be an opportunity to pass here on the inside, not the best one, but again, it is a opportunity. What that means is, in between the first and second apex, if you don't already have an overlap, trying to force your car up the inside 99% of the time is going to result in an incident. So the 21 here, 21 here is coasting in, maybe a touch of brakes, but then there's almost like an artificial gap that opens up here. The reason why is because when we're on the optimal line, we're basically trying to double/triple apex this corner. So naturally, there's going to be gaps to the left side of the track in between each apex as we're trying to create that nice arc around the corner. And so this right here is, again, sort of an artificial gap. It's going to end up closing as we get to the second apex. I can see how this looks like an opportunity for the car behind. So the 21 here jumps on the throttle momentarily. But again, because we're already at the limit of the tires, and then you try and add throttle, it's just going to lead to the 21 here on the inside understeering and getting into the side of Peter here on the right. And again, leading to incidents 99% of the time. So even if the incident doesn't happen here, there's going to be an incident happening here when this car eventually understeers. So long story short, not only strategy for this track, but strategy for all tracks. We need to have an overlap by the turn-in of the car ahead. And when we think about corners that provide the best opportunity for overtaking, it's typically going to be those that have longer straight line braking phases. The reason why is because you have more time under braking to optimize the limit compared to your opponent before you get to the turn-in. So if we look at something like, what's an extreme example? Monza, turn 1.
Yeah.
Really long straight line braking phase, right? You can start from farther back on your opponent and still make a legal overtake because you have such a long straight line braking phase to optimize the limit better than your opponent and get that overlap before the turn-in. Here, there's really no braking, no lifting before the turn-in. So if you don't already have the overlap, it's going to be impossible to make a legal overtake unless the car ahead makes a obviously big mistake and goes wide. So it's just I've seen this pattern throughout the day today. It's not only in turn 1, it's in other corners like this right-hander here at the bottom of the hill. If you don't have an overlap before we get on the brakes here or lift, and you try and send it on the car ahead, it's probably going to end in disaster because you're not going to be able to get an overlap before the turn-in phase, as it's pretty much right away once we lift. So just things to consider when we're out there. I don't want anyone getting penalties tomorrow.
Yeah, Connor, you described it perfectly. Sorry, my mic wasn't working. Yeah, it opened up. I thought I had it, and like you described it, it just closed up, and it was a mess.
Yeah, you're good. No worries. That's what we're here to do. So hopefully that not only makes more sense for turn 1, but also gives you something you can apply to other corners out there on this track and on others.
Thanks,
Were there any other incidents that time around?
You look at my 16, turn 6.
I did want to talk about this. That is a good reminder. I assume it's that.
Blocking?
Is this turn 6?
I killed a man in the M2 there, kind of because of the similar scenario, but I committed to that braking zone harder that time, so I couldn't like back out of it. This time I had a little more left grip to slow down.
Yeah. So I had an incident here with Kevin for the same reason I assume you're referring to. It's the diagonal braking. So
yeah, I was just wondering, like, what your thoughts are on that. Like, I mean, he points and breaks in a straight line, but sort of diagonal, right? Not really changing lanes, I guess, in that specific way, but it's a little abnormal.
I changed a little bit right there at the end, I think.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, is that considered moving under braking?
I figured it'd be interesting to go over and hear your opinion on it too.
Yeah. So in this corner, at least in my opinion, the optimal line to take on entry is pointing your car a little bit more into the apex rather than taking the traditional line parallel to the white line. I definitely sort of turn the car before I jump on the brakes. I think Kane does the same in the lap guide. So we definitely have to keep that in mind when we're thinking about what we can expect from cars around us. Now, in this case here, Jeffrey, I think, does that. He points his car to the left and jumps on the brakes. However, as somebody mentioned, there is that secondary movement there where he goes from breaking in a straight line, pointed to the left, to then actively moving left. I think there might be a little bit of steering involved. Just a touch, yeah, you can see it there. So it definitely changes the trajectory a little bit and can cause some unpredictability for the cars behind. And I would say we were before the reasonably expected turn-in phase there. So again, that is what's causing unpredictability. Now, if you're the car behind, I would say you should be expecting the car ahead to take a diagonal entry into this corner. I've seen it from, I'm going to say, 75% of people are taking that line. So for tomorrow, I would say if you don't expect that, it would probably be on you. However, if let's say Jeffrey, for you've been following him for 5 laps in a row, he's braking parallel on the white line for the first 4 laps, and then on the 5th lap, all of a sudden he decides to change his trajectory and brake towards the apex, and that causes an incident because you were trying to go for a move at the exact same time, then I would say that's on Jeffrey. So it's kind of a gray area, to be honest. What I would say is if you're following somebody, just take the mental note of what approach they're using here under braking, and you can kind of use that to predict where they're going to be when you do go for the overtake. I know that's not a perfect answer, but
no, it's good.
Lars,
I think I anticipate wrecks right here tomorrow in similar scenarios, and this is probably a good thing for people to look at right now before the race tomorrow.
Especially the spin out afterwards. There was 3 or 4 of them.
yeah.
I mean, that's one of the longer straight line braking zones too, I feel like, to where you could, try to get the overlap before turning too. So it's a corner where people will try to make passes on too.
I think this is the example where Kevin and I had some contact.
Oh, that's a lot of contact.
On the car, no way, get it out of there.
Yeah. So I think in this case, I could say Kevin could have maybe predicted that I was going to take that trajectory, but I do think I pick my line too late, right? So it's not clear to Kevin before braking the line that I'm taking. That being said, can I point my car here? No, because that's going to put me at a big disadvantage in terms of, where I'm placing my car in relation to the white line. But I shouldn't be also changing trajectories the millisecond before I brake. So there's definitely a happy medium in there that would increase the chance that Kevin knows I'm taking that line on entry, but ultimately, if you're the car behind, I think again we should be assuming the car ahead is going to angle their car.
Now, if he had made it underneath you, would that have been considered a dive bomb? If he hadn't, look, because he's turning to the left, he's trying to get under you, he just mistimed it. That's a pretty hefty lunge, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, he almost pulled that off. That's kind of what I was trying to do. I just didn't commit to it very hard because I'm not confident with my marks here right now, obviously.
It's hard to say, Robert. Hard to say, but I think Kevin's plenty close here to go for a move. Again, like Matt suggested, there is a decent straight line braking phase into this corner, so he has some headroom to get an overlap before we turn in. And I think it might be on the other end based on his momentum here. I think maybe that difference there in momentum might cause him to miss the apex, but it's too early to judge.
Okay.
I think.
Thank you. I just wondering.
Yeah, you're good.
I think it would still be considered so in one league I drive, they would call that a dive bomb, but like it can be a clean dive bomb, right? Or it could be a bat. It depends how it goes, right?
Yeah.
So like if he gets overlap, doesn't make contact here, and he gets it stopped on apex, and it's all good, then it's a clean dive bomb,
Yeah, I think everyone's definition of dive bomb is a little bit different. I view dive bomb as like something from 2-3 car lengths back. I define it as distance, but like in this case, Kevin's staying, tucked in behind me. and pulling out last second to kind of catch me by surprise. I think it's he's more trying to use that as a tactic rather than anything else. Okay. Anything else to look at?
Yeah, I don't think so. Let's get back out there. Let's do
Nope.
this again.
All right.
All right.
Well, we'll jump back in.
So that I got things working right
the
again this time.
goals for this run, or the goal, is to be very selective in terms of which corners we're committing to overtakes. So try and plan ahead. If you already have an overlap, then you can go for an overtake in any corner as you desire. If you don't already have an overlap, make sure it's realistic that you could have one by the time the car ahead is turning in. So the longer of a straight line braking phase the corner has, the higher probability there is of getting that overlap by the turn-in phase.
Pit exit looks clear.
Can you clear my black flag, please?
Yep.
Car left. Clear left.
Slippy surface flag.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
We'll get going in
Car
3,
left.
2, 1.
Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. On your left. 3 wide. You're on the right. Still there. Clear left.
P6.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Car left. Hold your line. You're on the right. 3 wide. Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Car left. Clear left. Right side. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
Hey, lap 23.
Yellow flag.
And the hard left-hander. I'll have to make note of that.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yellow flag, slippery surface flag. Careful. Okay, Robert, we need to watch the track limits. Yellow flag, caution.
Well, that cleared my black flag.
On your right. Hold your line, clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Yellow.
On your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
16th place.
On your right. Clear right.
Sorry.
There's damage.
No worries, I was a bit slow because of I didn't want to go off, sorry.
All right. Clear right.
At least I felt that I'm going to go off if I go faster, sorry.
Right side. Clear right.
You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
On your left. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
Did you have a slowdown, Michael?
Clear left.
Yes, I did.
Left side. Clear left. Left side, clear left. Car right, clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line.
You're not allowed to get any faster, Tyler.
Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Sorry.
You tried. Nice pace.
Sure helps following you. I can't do it alone for some reason.
Car left, clear left.
My problem is doing it twice in a row.
Car right, clear right.
Sorry about that, bro.
Seventeenth place.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Track limits.
Off tracks might be a problem tomorrow.
Red yellow flag.
I don't find this track near as bad as like
Clear left.
Imola.
Ever come up over a hill and go, that's not this corner?
Ah!
Every corner.
Ah, Skyler, come on, I was having fun. That was intense, man. But you kept pointing your car to the inside that you were gonna dive it, and I'm like, don't do it.
Man, I didn't think it was doing anything though.
No, that's just me looking in my mirrors, which I actually shouldn't be.
Okay. Psychological.
One of my bad habits.
On your left, clear left.
Yeah, well, that was good though. We were almost side by side for what, 2 laps or at least 1?
Yeah, I think it was about 2 or 1.5. Yeah, I'll have to look back at it. It was pretty good.
So slow out of there.
Right.
Once you can figure out the flow of this track, it's actually a lot of fun. It's just figuring out the flow of the track. Once you got the flow, it's actually not bad, but
What happened, Tyler?
I just got a little confused with how things were developing in that corner. Like,
damn it,
Adrian slowed down a little bit. You were going a little quicker on the outside. I just didn't do a very good job. I think I hit the brakes a little too hard and spun.
I see.
Yellow flag.
Adrian, when you're on the inside here, I want to see you closer to the outside car. It's going to be really hard to win the side-by-side battle if you're leaving some track width on the table.
I mean,
Well, I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, I think like the couple times we've gone side-by-side into turn 1, you left like a car width plus to my car.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that's right.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Turns out first gear's not recommended
Left
for
side.
that corner.
Clear
Oh
left.
no!
Yellow flag.
damn it!
And it makes you switch ends.
Yeah, I found that out.
Actually, I want to go
Jeremy,
back and
are
I
you
want to
drunk?
find
What are you
this.
doing?
I want to find this side by side with.
We had a good battle up there for a while though.
Oh, that was great.
There you go, that's better.
Yeah, this track's good fun. They just don't use it enough.
They don't use a lot of dirt tracks because it's not Spa. For some reason, people just don't like to take fun things.
A lot of people don't like anything that's not a draft track because the draft keeps you in the fight when you normally wouldn't be. And a lot of people think that there's going to be this big wreck and they're just going to drive through it and get the free win.
Ah, my fault. I tried to back out of that too late.
Yeah, but this track got
so-
surprisingly good numbers
Lap
this week,
28.
didn't it?
And lap 23.
It's been in the 20s today, so I mean that's
Nice.
better than A1 or just over.
So lap 23. Let's see what happens here. He
I
comes
think that's
right
better
in.
than IMSA this week in Miami, so it's not bad.
Oh no, that's lap 24.
Speaking of Spa, am I crazy for saying not the biggest fan of it?
No.
No.
I agree. I don't like it that much.
I don't really get the hype,
It's
to be
okay.
honest.
I think if you go there in real life, it's probably amazing.
I guess, yeah, with the elevation changes.
I mean, it just looks like a really nice facility. And
That's all right. I just thought you was coming to bump draft me
Yeah.
early.
So lap 23.
Yeah,
I want him to look at my lap 23.
A bump drafts.
That's about the only way I can stay up with Tyler.
I think
I do
Spa
enjoy
is okay
driving
if you're
though.
a car that goes at least 200.
Yeah, you got to be in a fast car. GT3s are
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing
Prototype.
Now ask him to look at my lap
car,
23.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
You can really
Definitely.
sling it around the corners. Otherwise, it's kind of.
So yeah, I'll get him to definitely look at my lap 23 there.
I meant like super
It's nothing
formula
quite,
or something
quite
like
nothing
that.
like doing it an MX-5 race there, and you come up and over Redion, and there's just smoke, and you're just like, oh no,
Actually, 30, 31.
who did the bad thing?
What are the odds Virginia's going to be in the league next season?
I think so. I don't think it's on any of
It
the
would have to
official.
probably be in the rookies. I know Advance rotates in and out races, and I think we've had it twice in the last 2 seasons. So for Advance, it probably won't get it out.
Connor. I think the same thing about Sebring. Just find it incredibly boring.
23.
Oh, I love Sebring.
No,
I was
cannot agree with
once
that
a
one.
Sebring, not a fan of Sebring, and then I started racing it more, and I appreciate it a lot. It's one of my better tracks, actually.
Nothing beats walking through.
23 and lap 30. Lap 29. And lap 28, I think, is the start of it. Now, take a look at lap 28. Yeah, so our lap 28. So lap 23 and lap 28 is what I'm going to want him to look at. All right, so I'm going to do the switch over now. And I think that was actually Connor putting his stream up. No, it wasn't, just somebody backing out. So yeah, I want to look at my lap. So yeah, lap 23 and lap 28.
Well, I needed this. I'm finding my flow around this track again.
Yep.
All
I
right,
kinda
I was
so
found
away
it
all
last
week
night
for
and-
work.
switch this over.
Yeah, I kind of found it last night in some practice sessions, but this has been even more instructional.
Go here. And we're gonna go.
I guess apart from racecraft, do you guys have any track-specific questions?
What's that?
Like, I said,
We'll
apart
leave
from
that up.
racecraft, do you guys have any track-specific questions, like certain corners, how to
So
drive
I'm
it?
going to disappear for a minute, and I will be right back. But I'll leave the Discord, everything up and running.
Really? I
As
just
soon
have
as
to
he comes
talk
back, I'll
myself
do
out of
the share screen with
overdriving
him.
it.
Yeah, super easy to do that. It's yeah, it's so open, and you can use so much of the curb in some parts of the track that it's really easy to kind of drive a little too hard.
Well,
And then
kind
that grip just goes away, and you're like, okay, that was too much.
I found a new technique here that seems to work. In the last two corners, if you kind of like if you're following another car that you want to pass, you can change your entry line into the last two corners, brake a little bit early. It's so you can actually get on the throttle before kind of the bowl in the second corner, the last corner coming onto the straight, and you can get a nice little run coming up the hill on the car ahead of you, and
Yeah, on that
seems
last
to work
corner, the
pretty well.
crossover is really powerful if you nail it.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm back. Okay, so I just had to make a little pit stop on my own. I'm assuming we're probably going to finish laps here very, very shortly. So 23, 28.
Oh yeah, my question is, you guys are talking about two leagues. Is it the endurance one that you've been talking about, or is there still something else potentially?
Something else.
Yeah, we're gonna. So we've got the MX5 league. Obviously, that's the main one. We have the partnership with the Endurance League, and then
So
we're also coming
28.
out with some other leagues that'll be free to run, meaning like literally anyone can run them outside of gold members.
Well, they may have an entry fee, but they're going to be open to the
Right.
public.
Are they going to be different race times, like time of day?
Yes.
I'm setting one up now that's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Different days of the week, maybe?
I mean, that's a possibility if we have somebody to kind of handle things, but right now it's in the beginning stages, so I'm putting it on a time that I know I can handle it.
Yeah, basically I would be in all these leagues if I didn't work like almost every Saturday. So when the races are happening, I'm at work most of the time right now.
Well, and I won't say that it may not be a Sunday, or a Friday evening
Right.
or something like that.
No, do not
But
change the
for me,
damn
I work
schedule,
Monday through
guys. Come
Friday
on.
90% of the time, and it's
I can do the
Eastern
Saturday morning. It
time,
sucks
and
to get
it's
up early, but I
4:30
can
in the
do the
morning
Saturday
till
morning.
5:30 in the evening.
Not a problem. So my
Yeah, I'm
entire lap
thinking if it's
28,
so I'm
there's a
Pacific.
couple incidents.
If it's like even 3 p.m. or later Pacific time on a weekday or even the weekend, that's fine because I'm home every night, but like pretty much 7 days a week until at least the afternoon I'm at work. So
Well, send me
I'm
a
just hoping
DM
there's another one.
saying, you know what, I'll do some kind of poll in our Discord and give selections of times, and then we can get a consensus, and they'll be I won't say they're going to be rapid fire, but there'll be one and then maybe another one. There might be running two at a time, might be a formula, might be a sports car scenario, might be a multi-class scenario. I'm not sure yet. The biggest undertaking is building the first one. And then after that, you can duplicate and just change a few things, and it becomes lots easier.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just tag everybody in the poll so I see it, and then I'll answer that for sure.
Just wondering, we're going to go through any incidents? I just got a notice of 20 minutes remaining.
Yeah, if you guys have any to go over, we absolutely can.
I do.
Let's do it. What lap?
The first one's on lap 23. My lap 23, yeah. You're right.
Oh.
That's a little bit sketchy. Like my line is that tight because he was slower than me there and I had to brake, which, gave me more rotation of the car. So I was in pretty deep.
He was off
Right.
track
Yeah,
too,
I'd
though.
say exactly. The only reason why Ian can get an overlap on you is because he drives off track to kind of gain that track width advantage. So
That's 20 minutes
yeah,
to go.
there's
20 minutes.
not necessarily anything you could have done differently here, Robert. You're already committed to your straight line braking, and so if you try and do steering right now to let Ian back on track, you're just going to lose braking efficiency and probably not get slowed down in time. So yeah, I'd say this one is probably on Ian. Ian, if you do get in this position again, similar suggestion to what I gave to Jeffrey when we looked at that incident in the last corner. Try not to rush it back on track. I'm pretty sure here is just a 1X. So I would just run it parallel to the curb, let yourself clear Robert mid-corner, and then rejoin the racing line as long as there's not anyone coming from behind with tons of momentum. So yeah, I just would have been a bit more patient to bring it back on track.
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, and the other one was lap 28. There's actually 2 incidents on that one.
I'll be done in about like 10, 15 minutes, but if you guys want to start, I can't.
You said there's 2 incidents here?
On lap 28, yeah, there's the first one. Wasn't really me, but Skylar was bad.
Still
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, outbraked himself a little bit. In this case here, we can recognize fairly early that there's 2 cars in a line ahead. So the 21 here, following a car so closely, naturally might have to brake a little earlier or just be a little cautious. So Skylar will, I'd like to see a lift probably sooner, and then trying to keep the brake lights ahead of you in your peripheral. That way you can kind of manage your momentum a little bit better. Because I think even the 21 is braking a little late. So yeah, definitely a momentum issue there. And then Robert, you said there's one more on this lap.
Yeah, it's at the double right, I think. Skylar, I'm sorry for throwing you under the bus because we had such a good damn battle after it was all said and done.
Oh yeah, it was just unfortunate. I didn't brake it off right at that incident, but then yeah, it was a great battle after.
Yeah, nice battle.
And he kept, like I said, he kept sticking his nose in that he was going to come down my inside playing with me, and I got to learn to stop looking in my mirror and watching for that and going, okay, he's going to do it, he's going to do it, because that's when I screwed up.
Or just a question, Connor. On that hairpin at the top of the hill after the long straight, where there's like not much of a braking reference, is there any good way to hang around the outside there? I found every time I tried, I just couldn't hold the speed.
Like when you're side by side here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because of the way the corner is shaped. Let me change the angle here real quick. Anyways, that should work. Because of the way the corner is shaped, as the outside car here, you can brake a decent amount later than your normal reference, just because you're going to be able to take quite a late apex.
A wider line, yeah.
And exactly, and naturally your apex is going to be a car's width further down the track. Like instead of being here, it's going to be there, so you'll be able to brake later here. But in terms of references, I don't really have one when I'm on the outside. I know. Just give a little bit more time.
I wait for the
I
big.
see my current one.
Yeah,
so
I wait
it's
for
not
the
ideal,
tall pole on the
but,
right to leave my get halfway down my third screen.
Yeah, even like my hot lapping reference honestly is not perfect.
Yeah, I use the post on the right, the tower on the right there. When it's at the end of my, because I run triples, so when it's at the end of my right side screen, that's my braking reference. Like as soon as it disappears, it's right ready to disappear, because that puts me right near that. Based on Kane's lap guide, he brakes right. That's his mark.
Okay, Robert. 15
the
minutes left. That's
red
15
white
minutes.
wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking where I'm going, so I use that. Yeah.
I use that light that's facing the other way, just when
That's
it
my
disappears
turn
out
in.
of my peripheral in VR. Because I'm in VR, it's a little different, right? So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the same thing as Robert here, but like just for reference to show you how mine is really not perfect and not how you should use a reference. The post is right now just at my bezel, and then I'm kind of waiting a little bit to jump on the brakes, so really not ideal.
Yeah.
But what I should be using is this traffic light here, lining up with my mirror arm as the peak pressure reference.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah, like you're doing it at the first bezel between your center monitor and your right monitor. Is that what when it hits that? That's your brake. That's what you're using as a reference.
No, the right side monitor at the very end of it.
Oh, okay. That's
like
exactly
the right
what I'm
side of
using.
The right monitor.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm using. Is as soon as it's gone off my right, like peripheral, it's gone out of my peripheral vision, I'm braking.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a good brake reference then.
With lack of things there as braking reference, other than that light you just pointed out a second ago, Connor. This is going to sound crazy, but a lot of times my braking reference here is just as the rev limiter comes in.
I see.
I know that's going to sound stupid, but
no, it doesn't sound stupid. Probably could introduce inconsistency if your exit is different from this corner.
Or you got a draft.
If it works for you, it works for you.
Agreed. It's. I mean, I basically as if I'm the lead person, not if I'm following somebody.
Gotcha.
All right, guys, I'm going to call it. Have a good night.
Reference. Have a good night.
Yeah, no
Rich.
worries. Have a good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm about to call it here too, and yeah. So this is what happens with the Almeida Racing Academy pit parties. I mean, we got a professional coach, looks at everything, gives good opinions on how everything
probably gonna
is.
jump off as well.
All right, Connor. Thanks a lot.
Good night. Thanks, Connor. Appreciate it.
Thanks for
no
thanks for everything.
Thanks,
as always.
Connor.
Thanks, Connor.
Let's just
See you
go
guys.
back here
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
and close
Good night.
this. Let's go here. So yeah, that's gonna about do it.
Yeah, I have a
For
horrible
today's
reference
stream?
at that corner, so I just kind of guess.
Yeah, it's one that it's taken me a while to find something. That's why I'm using that big pole, because it's at least something that is consistent no matter where I am on the track or how fast my car is going. It's a good, okay, I need to get ready to brake, or this is where I'm braking, and then hit my peak when the red and white wall is, when the end of it is aligned with my right front fender if I'm on the outside.
Well, I know what he was saying about, if I don't get out of that corner previous good enough, then my rev limiter kind of thing changes. But
Yeah.
it also changes for your reference point if you're going slower. You don't need to brake on your reference point if you're going a little slower. You can go in a little deeper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. So yeah, everybody. Again, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, this is what happens at an Almeida Racing Academy pit party. I will be streaming these. This will be our last. Well, not our
Are
last,
you on
but
track, Barrett?
won't be our last pit party. I don't know if they're going to have one
No,
next
I
week
just
because we will be
disconnected,
transitioning
actually.
into week 13. Not sure how they're going to handle that.
Right, good enough.
The race for this series, the last race,
I was going to
season
watch the
6,
last two turn line that you were talking
on for
about.
one moment here. I can actually shut those guys off now. So there, we'll kill the Discord. You don't have to listen to them chatting while we're talking. Yeah, race will be tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be the last race for the season. Then points will be done. And then we will be looking at season 7 and going from there. So hope to see you tomorrow. Tune in for some good racing, I hope. Hope I can be this clean at least. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's stream and enjoyed being a part of Almeida Racing Academy Pit Party. Take care.
Okay, Robert, 10 minutes to go.